Party all night is the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew, it's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Rog Smuve and Lowe's Rumble. Aldo NICE is the uncle.
I seen boys was coming out with the end of the year list, the top 10. I really wanted to get down on it, but I don't know. The year go by so fast and so much be happening. My mind run together. I really don't know who got their shine on this year. But I know what really stood out on some wicked stuff to me. That kind of stands out real big, and this brings me to my next point. This year, that boy Bill Cosby had to do a bid. I'm still indifferent about it. I'm not sure how I feel about that, if that was a good thing or a bad thing. I think that was very much a good thing, because he might have been very much so wicked. Also, too, them shootings, y'all. Them school shootings is still a thing. That's still going on. That's beyond wicked. Also, Facebook, them boys sold our data. Down bad. Very much down bad. And lastly, the White House mockery. All that stuff with, the immigration, Kavanaugh, not to mention, Trump and all his homeboys and the investigations. And lastly, I do have one person I think should be on the top 10 list, Meghan Markle. She deserves to be on the list.
I said, whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast. This your man, Aldo NICE.
It's your boy, Rog Smuve.
It's your boy, Los, a.k.a. C.A.P.
Sometimes Rumble gives us a gift. That might have been my Christmas present right there, man.
That was my Christmas gift. That was amazing. that was the funniest Rumble ever.
He constantly reinvents himself. That was the funniest Rumble in a long time.
Yes, he does.
I think with that Rumble, that put that man on my top 10 list.
Rumble made your top 10 with that one right there.
That man made my top 10 list. That shit was hilarious.
You had to move somebody out. You had to move out Meghan Markle to put Rumble on there. No, I couldn't. I can't believe it, man. That's craziness, man. But that was nicely done, man. He talked about a lot of things, man. He don't know how he feel about Bill Cosby, but he feel it might be wicked. it might be a good thing, though.
That boy say Bill Cosby had to do a bid this year.
Yeah, Bill Cosby gonna be doing a bid for a while, and Facebook got all your data, y'all. All your data
for the low.
Man, I've been knowing that. It's just everybody else doing it, so I might as well just do it too, What I'm gonna be a Manchurian candidate or something like that? Nah. They got all our data. What I'm gonna do? Of course, I'm having a good time. I'm living my best life. I'm on Facebook. Fuck it.
Like them boys say, huh? So that's our Christmas present from Rumble. What you was asking, Raj, about the most laugh Christmas?
I just want to know what y'all boys got for Christmas.
Besides that gift Rumble just got us.
Besides the gift Rumble,
I ain't getting nothing for Christmas, man. I must have been naughty this year.
Mm-hmm. That's what.
So you didn't get anything. You didn't get anything for Christmas.
I got a few shirts, man. My daddy had.
Now you got a few shirts.
But just then he was Tiny Tim.
But he didn't have
Tiny Tom with no. He was Scrooge. He ain't had no money for his family, huh?
I got coal in my stock.
That's what just 2 minutes ago. Now you got some shirts.
I ain't got nothing, but I got a couple of shirts.
And it was Coogee.
No, it's FUBU. Got some FUBU there.
Pele, huh? Okay, that's nice.
I mean, I got a couple of cool little trinkets here and there in the third, man. I do some cool stuff with my sisters nowadays. We tell each other what we want, and they get it. So, she got me a drill. Okay. I wanted a 20-volt drill, and my pops got me, and, shout out. I think my sisters put him on game. Got me a gumbo pot not gumbo, crawfish pot, 60 gallons, 60 quarts, whatever it is. It's about to go down in the backyard.
Yeah, all day long.
At 10:08:03. It's going down. That's all I'm saying.
Saturday after we hoop, when your back get better.
No, my back not gonna be better for a while, man. I'm sorry.
That's fine. You know what's crazy? It's funny that you say that, because I got kitchen stuff too. I mean, I guess it's not really a kitchen thing, but you get it's the same vibe. outdoor kitchen. I got one like a fire Breville. It was like $400. Air fryer and toaster oven combination.
Ooh.
What?
That's what I got.
When you get grown, you want some big man appliances like that, man.
Yeah, like I mean, I couldn't see anything else. Like I will say that my girl got me a very dope like to your ankles trench coat.
Ooh.
That's fire.
Oh, that's what you had on that picture?
That's what I had in that picture.
That thing didn't go to your ankles?
I mean, I'm saying, just give me an imagination here. Why are you hating?
You're not that short.
It would have
went to Rumble ankles, but it didn't go.
So I got that.
Well,
I got the.
Is
I
it
got
leather
the
like a
toaster
shaft?
oven.
It's a shaft daddy?
Yeah, it's like a shaft daddy, but it's
Peacoat-ish.
velvet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Velvet.
I thought
Velveteen.
you got the little belt around it? Like a
Yeah, I don't
woman?
have no belt. I don't have no belt.
Inspector Gadget.
I don't have a belt. I could wear a belt around it if I want, but it didn't come with a belt.
Oh, okay.
And to honor the fact that this is our 2018 year end episode, you should wear a belt that got a G on it for gas station.
But gas prices.
Gas station. What the G stand for on that belt? It stand for Jamboree. No, I got you, man. I mean, I got Dead Red with Redemption 2. Shout out to Emma Means. And shout out to the plug. We was talking about shoe plugs and this and that. I got me some 97 Max for the very affordable. Let's just say Rumble is right about there is really only one true plug. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, man. Rumble done told me that a million times. Sometimes I'm hard headed. It's only really one true plug in the Acadiana area, dog. So enough is to be said. You know what I mean? Shout out to the plug. This podcast is brought to you by the plug. That's what we got for Christmas, Raj. What you think them boys got for Christmas, man?
Oh no, I don't know. That's another question I had. What hood niggas get for Christmas? I just, if you consider yourself to be a hood nigga, like, comment, all of that stuff, but let me know what you got for Christmas.
So you
I don't want to drop no names. I don't want to drop no names that I like. There are certain people who I wonder what them boys got for Christmas.
Dickie Soups.
That's
from their parents though. I wonder what they got from their parents.
When they was little boys, they all probably got J's, right? Isn't that what they all got?
I would imagine so.
I'd
imagine that's hood
niggas got real jokes.
That's Shreveport hood.
Yeah, nah.
The B-Town hood. We had real federal. I'm federal. Ay. We had all that.
They go wait in line. Their mama don't work, and she'll go wait in line for some Jordans for them.
And they
check them out of school
because they something crazy.
Huh? Their mama work overnight at the nursing home, and so she get off early. So she not like them hood niggas.
And them boys will come to school with them. The boys she'll check them out of school to get them J's and then bring them back.
Like, y'all didn't have J's when y'all was little?
Not them hood niggas had every J's. They had them.
Oh, I had all of, I had buku J's when I was little.
If you're a hood nigga under the age of 17 in New Iberia, probably right now, you got them Concords for Christmas. Period. Read them and weep.
I used to get J's for Christmas though. I'm a hood nigga. Man.
What you say?
I used to get them J's for Christmas.
I'm just saying.
J's. Not a little kid.
You know, but they got a fine line. Hood niggas and then rich niggas who parents buy them everything. So you was probably in that second category.
Nah, we hood over here, bro. We poor, man.
I didn't say we. I said you. But I mean, possibly they could bought them Dickie suits. I don't know if hood people.
They don't.
Hood nigga.
I'm not going that.
As a grown up, I don't know.
Dickie suits and loose cigarettes, man.
I'm not going. I don't know what they. I don't know. I'd love to know.
Gold teeth. They get gold teeth for Christmas. Gold teeth. You get a slug for Christmas and 2 slugs for
But you gotta have my mold. You gotta surprise me with something. I would think hood mamas buying. They're not still surprising their son. They're not just give me your mold on December 15th, and then look, we got you a grill. Like, I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah. I'm still leaning towards cash. That hood nigga mamas give them like $300 for Christmas.
I mean, that could be a thing.
I don't know.
That could be a thing.
I'm leaning towards
that. They be boosting too. They be boosting too. They be sending a lot of that. So you get polos. You get a whole bunch of free stuff.
You just get a
Be
bunch of
boosting.
shit that you may or may
Yeah,
not
whatever
need.
she ain't sell. Yeah.
You ever talk to somebody? This is the first. You know that's crazy that you say that. Speaking around Christmas season, I'm sure they got a lot of shoplifting. They had a girl that came into my place of business and was like, yeah, nah, my cousin is a booster.
Where you work at, Roger?
The stove. The stove.
I don't even work at the store. I work at where I work at.
Hit you with that Ebro. Hit you with the
He
Ebro.
work at the
question.
market. He work at the
I work
market.
at my place of
Where you work
business.
at?
See,
Go ahead.
on Facebook it says CEO at CEO. So
You need to work with.
So
go ahead.
anyway, she said that my sister or my cousin, whoever it was, you remember that girl I was with last time? She's a booster. I didn't know that people was like acclaimed boosters. Like
CEO at Booster.
yeah, holla at
Underscore.
her. She's a booster. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it be, man, look, boosters come, they be having some live stuff too. You just put your order in.
I don't.
Man,
You
look,
never been to the barbershop and a dude come in with like a bed in a bag
And
and a bunch of pot sets. Yeah.
and a piano.
Like, and then he'd be like, give me $20 for it or some tie with buku tie pods.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I get that they got hustlers, they got boosters, but that's funny that they would categorize it as that's what they do.
That's
for
what I'm
them.
saying.
That's how they get it in.
That's how they pay their bills though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, let me ask y'all the question that this is such a crazy phenomenon, and when this podcast drop, the wave might be coming down, but the wave hits so hard. So I got off of work Friday. Still been working, messing around with car stuff, whatever. I'm sitting down watching TV. I turned on Netflix to watch some stuff, and I watched a little trailer for something right quick, and then I just went watch what I'm intended to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm in Laurelville yesterday. Shout out, this podcast is brought to you by Brody one time. And he said, man, you watch Bird Box?
Yeah.
And then I said, nah, but I saw the preview for it on thing. That was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Today I went to the DMV. I went to the credit union. I went to the barber shop. I went to the store. All four places I went, people was talking about Bird Box.
Yeah.
I just think Netflix just really understands when to drop some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause didn't last year they made that movie about people that's real smart? I mean, from people from Grand Mary, that movie Bright.
Oh my God, you stupid.
Yeah.
But they dropped Bright right around this time, and everybody watched Bright, right? It's a Will Smith
you at
movie.
home for the holidays, cooler.
Exactly. So they dropped a Sandra Bullock, Sarah Paulson little jump off. They said
Did you watch it
Chiron
yet?
was in that thing.
Yeah. You watched it yet?
No, you?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it last night.
Rod, you watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Both of y'all already Bird Box heads.
I watched it.
I love it.
And the only thing that I don't like about it is for some reason I didn't
watch
see
it
a
yet.
whole lot
I
of
didn't watch
people.
it yet, but go ahead.
No. I'm not gonna say anything about the movie. No spoilers. There's no spoilers here.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that what I didn't like about the movie was niggas on Facebook. This movie was not for the hood niggas, but I see the hood niggas commenting and like, man, y'all got y'all Bird Box, and now y'all got them bird brains, and what y'all need to do is stop taking the bird baths. And it's just like, bro, like this movie was not for you. Like this wasn't your
for
movie.
your use.
Yeah, like it's not your movie. It's you know, like it's just not. I mean, might not be for me neither. But it's just a movie, bro. Like shit. Like why I gotta like if people want to talk about it, calm down.
With y'all Bird, I saw a bunch of them. The dude at the credit union said, y'all got y'all Bird Box. Shit, the only box I need is a bird in a box and some chicken in a box. I was like,
That's how he laughed at the end of it.
Oh, what? I was sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog?
Did he laugh like that at the end of it though?
That's how he laughed.
Hey.
80s laugh, man.
Oh, he got an old
I'm sad you
laugh.
didn't see it, Al. We could have talked about it and actually had some spoilers.
Oh, well, good. I'm not going to see it. I mean, I'll watch it after I get off the part. When we finish recording, I'll sit down and watch Bird Box. I went to the store. I had to buy another TV. My TV went out. My life, when it rains, it pours. I don't have a car. My main big TV at my house went out. I had to go buy another TV. Excuse to buy a big dumb lav TV, which I just did.
Smart Daddy.
Smart Daddy, UHD shit with the curve,
206
curve,
inches.
the
Smart.
Layman, the curve that.
Yeah.
I got all
All
that.
you gotta do
Veins
is
and
think
everything.
to change the channel.
Yeah.
We
Alexa,
I'm gonna just
turn
let you
that
know.
on,
bitch
I'm gonna
clap
let you
on.
know this. I'm gonna let you know this about Bird Box. The only reason why people was on it, is because it was featured. Like it was like that movie. Whenever you turn on your Netflix, like let's
Yeah.
find something to watch.
It's the
like,
first thing.
They got Fast and the Furious. They got all the Fast and the Furious is on there right now. They got all kind of stuff on Netflix right now. Like Netflix is popping right now.
I mean, the movie, it was a decent
all the
movie.
Fridays,
It
all the
was-
Fridays on there. But that's the only reason why people will even watch that movie. Like if it was something that was kind of tucked away in a list, top picks for Roger or something like that, like it would not be as watched as it was.
I think they just watched it because it make for good meme. Once you put a good meme up about it, everybody want to go see what.
No, but it
why
was
the meme's so
featured.
funny.
Whenever I
Yeah,
turned on
it was
Netflix, it was on the front.
Feature. It was the front page.
Yeah, but I'm saying when they dropped that meme about it, somebody dropped a meme about it. Then everybody went and flocked.
So
to it.
without
I
the
completely
feature, that
disagree.
meme wouldn't exist.
Yeah, I completely disagree with what you're saying, Los. I agree with Raj. It's because it was the
just think
first.
it was the
The
meme.
only reason I would have watched it is because it was the first thing, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's the first thing, and I watched the whole, like, as I was Googling, because I got a tendency to do this. I'll go to Netflix, and then I'll pull out my phone, and I'll Google, like, stuff to watch on Netflix while Netflix is just sitting there. So the preview for that movie kept playing, and I looked up, like, 3 times. I watched she flipped over in the SUV, and I'm like, oh, okay, this looked like something I might watch. But let me find out what I really was trying to watch. And then I went and watched what I was truly trying to watch. But, like I said, it's the social media-ism that everybody watching. I think people started watching it because it was the first thing. Los?
Okay. More people watched it because social media, bro.
Okay.
I disagree.
If it wasn't
just
for
because
social
it
media,
said
you wouldn't
things,
watch it.
it said recommended for Los. It had Bird Box, then it had Beaver Box, then it had Watch Me Touch My Own Box. It had all kind of
What?
that was the recommended for
Do what
Los.
you do, but watch my box.
Yeah, all them things was that was Los type movies. So it was you thought it was something
retarded.
nasty. That's why you watched it.
No, I
All
already
if
not
you
watched
hear me,
it
I
because
got
I
the
heard
hookup
everybody talking about it. I already
box.
not watched it because it was on social media. Only reason I wouldn't watch that movie. If it wasn't for that.
I want to touch your big black box. Your big black box.
Your big black box.
HBO boxing.
Boxing
come out
after
the box.
dark. Anyway, and look,
Oh shit! I got the chicken box.
the chicken box. That's a type of bird box, man. The chicken box. Yeah, let's get into
box.
it, man. 2018, the top 10 list. Our signature episode. We once a year we talk about our top 10 people, places, things of the last year, and just kind of run down what was influential to us. The list can mean a bunch of things. It can talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's not necessarily constrained to, hey, let's talk about this or let's talk about that. It's just whatever was the most impactful. Not necessarily our favorites or anything, just the things that we felt like were most impactful. And the way we normally do this episode is we just run it. We sporadically start from the bottom of the list, our 10, get close to our number 1. Sometimes we overlap and we'll hop around in the list. You'll see how it goes, but we're just gonna dive right into it in that way. I think this might be the first time you've actually done the top 10 list with us, right?
No, I did last year.
I think you're lying. I absolutely think you weren't on that episode.
No, I was here.
We didn't talk about my list last year.
No. You might have came on afterwards and talked about your list, but it was me, Chase, and Raj who did it last year. So
okay.
We gave
I talked about my list last year.
Yeah, but it wasn't real. You wasn't in the moment, dog. You know. So let's just not. We're not gonna do
like
that.
y'all boys anyway.
Now, how sure are you? Because that's not fire. If you're telling that man, no, you wasn't here, but if that man really put his list in.
Well, because I have a pretty good list. I mean, a pretty good memory as far as what the and not even memory. I looked at this cover from that podcast, and it was a picture of you and Chase.
Chase looked like a wrestler.
Yeah, Roger. I mean, Los wasn't on it, and if Los was on the podcast, he would have been on the cover.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
That's what I'm
did
going
your homework. You know, Los wasn't here.
Yeah, Los wasn't here. You present.
Well, shout out Los.
Present. Carlos. Bueller. Bueller looking ass.
Yeah, face ass.
All right, look, let me start it off. I'm going to start off with my honorable mentions before we get started. If my honorable mentions made y'all list, you can let me know. But my 3 honorable mentions, I got 3. Hoteps, I think Hoteps had a big year. They was all online, Hotepping. We talked about them a lot on the pod. I think that they probably converted a bunch of otherwise sane people to be Hoteps this year. So I think Hoteps was worthy of being mentioned. Anthony Bourdain. It's pretty much gonna be the last year we talk about Anthony Bourdain unless CNN keeps running his memory into the ground by continuously showing episodes of and reruns of him. Because I kind of think he's gonna go into syndication, and we're gonna be watching Anthony Bourdain for the next 20 years. And the fact that he could go out on top, so to speak. I mean, I think he's on top of what he was kind of like doing. And R.I.P. to Anthony Bourdain, but you made honorable mention on my list. And my last honorable mention might have made one of y'all list. So I'll just go ahead on and say it. Travis Scott was my last honorable mention. Did he make either of your list?
Nah.
He didn't.
Okay, so the Astroworld, I think for the time when he dropped Astroworld, biggest album, people was on it hard for a good week or two. And still sicko mode in some songs, like really like people still on him really heavy. And then the recent news that he's going to be in the Super Bowl next year, like performing with Bruno Mars.
Wait, Bruno Mars in the Super Bowl again?
I'm pretty sure. Was it Bruno Mars or was
crazy.
Did I say Bruno Mars? Is it Bruno Mars?
I mean, Bruno Mars has done like 3 Super Bowls like recently.
I'm pretty sure. Let me see.
You definitely said Bruno Mars.
Let me see. Travis Scott, Bruno Mars. Let me see. Is that right? No, maybe not Bruno Mars. Maybe I was wrong. It's Travis Scott and somebody's Super Bowl. So don't quote me ever again because I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, a whole bunch of people were slamming him about him doing the Super Maroon 5, not Bruno Mars. That's a big difference. But I like Maroon 5 a lot though, so I'm cool with it. So those was
Maroon 5, huh?
Yeah. Did y'all have any honorable mentions or y'all hop right into y'all list?
I got one.
On my list.
I got one. Joe Budden was on my honorable mention. He didn't. I guess he's like the new. What can I say for hip hop? He's the like almost Arsenio Hall. He's supposed to be the little voice or whatever. I had him on my honorable mention, and I put Wayne on my honorable mention too, just for dropping this year for me. I appreciate that, Wayne.
Well, Wayne came a lot higher on my list. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, we're different in that way. But yeah, Wayne's definitely a lot higher on my list. Raj, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna jump around too much.
I hopped right in. I don't have an honorable mention.
Okay, so yeah, number 10.
Number 10. I just changed it.
Oof.
I just changed it. I just flip flop number 10 and number 9. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I flip flop. So my number 10 is Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Only because he died. But I'm gonna miss that man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like Marvel Cinematic Universe been around for a while, and they've given us so many great movies, and he's in all of them. I feel like they're gonna have to try to like either get a Stan Lee lookalike or something to give me that little cameo, or so. I don't know what they're gonna do going forward, but something they got to give me something.
Stan Lee didn't make my list, but Stan Lee's pretty cool. In the same way, Anthony Bourdain is pretty cool. You know,
I think Stan Lee is cooler than Anthony Bourdain.
Oof, I disagree. I think Stan Lee.
Person that came up with the whole MCU, rather than some celebrity chef.
Who would you rather be?
Stan Lee.
Fuck out of here. I'd rather be riding around, going to different cities, eating shit, drinking, staying out all night, being on CNN, people taking me serious as fuck. I'm with that. I'm with that Anthony Bourdain life. But we could agree to disagree on that. I can see why you want to be Stan Lee. That's fine. It's not like it's a bad choice. But I want to eat food, my nigga. I'm hungry.
Man, Stan Lee, you think Stan Lee don't eat?
He eat old people. He drank insurance. Nigga, he wasn't eating.
He probably got the best of insurers though. He probably red beans and rice insure and fried chicken and all that.
He ain't eating shit now. Okay, I'm stopped. Okay, I'm over.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wow.
Too much. Too far.
Wow.
The views expressed.
Definitely.
Los, who's your number 10?
Lil Duval, bro.
Lil Duval.
Smile,
bitch.
Come on. And he dropped another song. Just
The other
him
day.
being 40 got a number one hit on the billboards. Being a comedian, just came out the blue with it, rocking with Lil Duval at 10.
I had Lil Duval on my list at number 9. So we was thinking the same way in that way. I definitely big bull mastiff head looking little dude. I mean, yeah, I think he finessed the plug, and he finessed it to a level that he had a number one song, and he was really, really, really relevant to the culture this year. Like one could argue that Lil Duval had probably the second or third hottest song of 2018. Top 3
facts.
Top
big
3
old
easy.
facts.
Top
They
3
may
easy.
be. No, but there may be a better song of 2018, but I think that song is going to live on for a long time.
Yeah.
Like that's a classic.
Yeah.
So, and you can play it anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, and all you got to do is you got a lot to be smiling for. Like, you say that, and somebody gonna laugh and be like, and look at you, come on, and that just make a little thing.
And his little dance with it too.
It's kind of little what, and he had to get your shoulder. What's the other one?
Yeah, kill him with the shoulders. But he low key been having hits for a while though.
He
low key been having some little funny songs for a minute though.
I think he make that whole little generation of social media and comedians wanting to make songs like he doing. Like
they can't though.
Rob Kazi with the big 40 and Mario the Comic and like every little comedian or person of that little ilk, they want to make songs too because they think they can blow with it. So I think that's pretty cool though.
Yeah. They didn't stop though.
So I had Lil Duval at number 9, but my number 10 was actually it was the HBCU Finesses. I think the 2018 HBCU Finesses came down this year, starting with Tyrone Hankerson Jr., our absolute favorite. The
King Finesse.
King Financial Aid at Howard University. I mean, that man had a big year. Nathan Hamer, that was the band director at Southern, who was finessing, taking all that loot. And then you remember the other story we talked about at Fort Valley State, Alicia Johnson. She had the prostitution ring with all the AKAs, getting that money. I mean, HBCUs 2018, they was finessing HBCU shot. Boy, y'all ain't wrong when you right. That was all, and the only reason I started my list with Tyrone Hankerson has to be on my list was like the first note I wrote when I started making.
I forgot all about that boy.
So there you go. So what y'all had at number 9? Either one of y'all?
I had Meek Mill. I got Meek Mill number 9. He came out of jail like Nelson, the rap Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
And everybody a big Meek fan now. He boy rose from the dead. We damn sure thought Drake had killed him. So rocking with Meek at number 9, bro.
I don't have Meek on my list. That's a good number 9.
Okay.
My number 9 is Tiger.
Let me interject real quick, Raj. And I know.
You know who my number 9 is.
No. I'm gonna say this. In a very roundabout, controversial, however, we'll do it like this. I had Meek Mill as the number 1 most influential person of 2018. Now,
wow,
when we get to our number 1s, I'll bring it back up. But just letting y'all know where my list is at. Meek Mill is number 1 for me in 2018.
Wow.
I see you.
Go ahead.
I got a much different number 1, but anyway, my number 9 is Tiger Woods. I just think it was very, very. So now a little bit of it is like just from recent activity. I follow. I don't know if you follow this on YouTube. It's Joseph Vincent. Board Films. He make like some real good videos on athletes, and he just did a 30-minute long like kind of career documentary on Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Watching it and like kind of just watching that man grow up because they showed some child footage and then they showed like some his older footage.
You can't be watching child footage no more, man. That's stupid. You go to jail behind shit.
So
The views.
I just remember being in Atlanta, and there was other football games on when we went around the stadium to that bar, and there was they were showing Tiger Woods that just won a tournament. Like he didn't win the whole shit, but he had won that particular tournament, and I just remember like the feeling it gave me. Like you have no choice.
Yeah.
other than the pull for Tiger Woods. Like I don't want to hear, niggas always talking about, I like the Cowboys, I like the Steelers and all this shit. Like there's nobody else to pull for. We all gotta come together on Tiger Woods. Don't hit nobody Rory McIlroy or nobody else.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods. So the fact that man won something.
I feel you. Tiger Woods did have a big comeback year. Like he's almost like a most improved player type shit. I definitely agree that Tiger Woods. Last year on the podcast, we did an episode on Tiger Woods when he had that mug shot. And his old lady was beating his car with a golf club. And this year he back to winning tournaments. That's a really good one, Roger.
I think he's starting to have unprotected sex again. I think he was protecting that thing for a while. He lost his little swag. We stopped winning when he had no holes. So I think he back out here.
Stupid.
Okay, Los.
Okay. They had like a little craze going on for a little while. It wasn't a big craze. But it was like, find the Ebony magazine cover from the month you were born, and people was posting that online. And I went back and found mine from November '82, and on that cover, it was like
Tiger Woods,
golf's newest sensation, 6-year-old Eldrick Tiger Woods, and I thought that was funny, like that. Yeah,
you gotta watch that documentary I was talking about. That man, like, it was like, what tournament you want to play in when you get old? He was like, the Masters. And they was like, why? And he was like, because of the way they treat blacks. I'm like, damn, I never knew Tiger Woods had some shit like that. I never knew he was with the shits at one point.
What documentary is that? Right.
It's Joseph Vincent. Just type Joseph Vincent on YouTube and you'll see it. It's a Tiger Woods documentary.
He used to play running back for LSU, Joseph Vincent. All right, so number 8 on my list was, and it's tough. I picked one person, but it could have been either one of these people. It could have been Paperboy or Earn, but I went with Earn. I went with Childish Gambino for number 8. And I just think Robin's season was really good in Atlanta. Like, it was good. Like, it was a good season of Atlanta. He dropped that This Is America, which at its time, no matter what we thought about it or what you thought about the song, or if you thought the video was fake deep, he had everybody talking for a long time. It's only 52 weeks in a year. And at least 2 weeks of those 52 weeks was people all about Childish Gambino and This Is America. And at least 8 weeks out of the year, people were watching Atlanta. So a good bit of the year, I think Childish Gambino was controlling the news feed like he didn't the year before when he took a year off of Atlanta. He was number 1 on my first iteration of this list. Childish Gambino has made his return. I really was thinking about Paperboy, though, because he did some good other stuff. He was in Widows. He was in Room 104. Like, he did some cool things outside of the show. He's he's the best actor on the show.
Big fat.
Even though I like your boy from Sorry to Bother You. Paperboy is the best actor on the show. But
He's funny.
But I'm going to go ahead on and say that Childish Gambino gets the spot at number 8 for me.
Okay. I guess I go. My number 8, I give Trump and Kanye West my number 8 for their trolling job they've been doing. Trump always been finessing on the plug. You know what I'm saying? he just sitting in the office doing whatever he want to do. I just feel like he playing president. Like kids play dress up. I'm gonna play president for the next 4 years. Just doing whatever him and Kanye, and how he finessed Kanye West was legendary. Kanye West ain't see it coming. But yeah, I got him and Kanye West together as a couple for my number 8.
Raj, before you say it, are you gonna say it, Raj?
My number 8?
What?
Yeah.
What? No, not even your number 8. Okay, so maybe I'm tripping. So maybe this is just me. Kanye West is substantially higher on my list.
Kanye West is not on my list. I think Kanye West was funny this year. Like I don't know. I don't want to really talk about it. Like
okay.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, that's
I'm disappointed
fine.
in the whole
when we get to our
being of Kanye West.
Well, then I'm gonna leave it at Kanye West is substantially higher on my list, and when it gets around to those numbers, I'll talk more in depth about why I put these people here. I just kind of almost think that newsworthy is a big part of where my list is, and if you were making the news a bunch, I think that has a big bearing on if you were one of my top people in 2018. I think, Los, your list is a little bit of an inverted version of my list. I think you're going to hit a bunch of the people I would say earlier, and you probably don't even have the people I have in the bottom 5. So it's just a funny turnover. But Los, Raj, who you got for number 8?
So I got somebody on my list just because I can never have this person not on my list because he's our king, he's your king, he's my king, and that's Drake. Okay. But after hearing you talk about Atlanta, I had a new black show that I liked this year and so I'm going ahead. I'm putting Tracy Morgan where I would have Drake.
So no Drake, Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan is my number 8 because I think after coming back from the collision that he apparently had, I didn't know anything about that, but anyway, came back from a collision and starred in the last. Like he was in like a very, very bad traffic.
His partner died.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I knew it. I mean, because of course I'm the one that just said it, but I didn't know watching the movie, and then I saw some commentary, and it was like, oh yeah, like this is kind of the first thing that he's doing since he's back. Yeah. The Last OG is gold to me. It's my favorite show. It's the one show that I don't want to miss.
Very, very, very good. I can't wait for season 2.
Just can't wait. So I stopped watching Atlanta this year because I was more interested in The Last OG. Okay. And so I'm going Tracy Morgan.
Got you.
Okay.
For number 7, I had Cardi B. Cardi B was my number 7 for 2018.
That's my number 7 as well.
I hate the fact that sometimes our podcast comes off misogynistically, and I feel like you got to get a woman in there. There were women who had big ears. You can say Beyonce for every year, right? I could definitely say Beyonce. I
got Cardi B, Issa Rae, Michelle Obama.
But you got all 3 of them in one spot?
All 3 of them. They got to share. Okay.
Yeah, but that's kind of misogynistic in and of itself. But that you would take one spot and say Michelle Obama, Cardi B, and
I hadn't decided.
Every woman on earth. And who else did you say in your list? You said Michelle Obama, Cardi B, and who else?
And Issa Rae.
Okay, so you said just black women. Okay, cool.
I mean, I was going to decide.
Just black women in number 7.
No, I got a woman. I got a woman for number 6 too.
Okay, well, if that's number 7, that's fine. I mean, I'm just saying Cardi B. I didn't realize her Invasion of Privacy dropped in 2018 until I went back and looked at it. I kind of thought Cardi B's always been here, but like for a while, longer than a year, and then kind of getting her little liberation away from Offset, having a baby, doing a lot of stuff. I feel like she was living that dream in 2018. So that's why
they're back together though.
Fair enough. She got away for a while. She got to get us some outside dick.
Yeah, for 2 weeks. My number 7, I guess. You got Cardi on that. I'm gonna go Issa Rae. I'm gonna go Issa Rae and slash Michelle Obama. Then slash Michelle Obama. Just because the impact they're having on little girls. Issa Rae just inked a huge deal with the network. So and then we dropped the Men Secure podcast. We were faithful watchers of that. You know what I mean? So definitely going Issa Rae, and then Michelle Obama came through dripping with the high boots on, and dropped a book. I read some of it. I didn't get a chance to read all of it or listen to it anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going with, and I got Cardi B at the back of that. So take it how you want.
Nice.
Reading books is probably cool sometimes too. Y'all should pick up a book.
My mind don't. I can't.
That audio book stuff.
So much easier. It's better.
You could get your book on your phone. Like you don't have to listen to it, but you can read it on your phone.
Yeah. Read it like you read a text message.
I don't have that kind of patience.
Right. So my number we on number 7. My number 7 is very different. In fact, the exact opposite of where y'all boys at. My number 7, and I guess it's only because of personal interest, is Ninja. That's my number 7.
Who?
Ninja.
Ninja. Oh, the Fortnite dude.
Fortnite dude, man.
Man, you too old for that, Roger.
No. Why? Why I gotta be too old for it? I got a bunch of people.
You be sitting up there watching Ninja play on YouTube?
I do watch Ninja play on YouTube sometimes, and I think that's kind of like a microcosm for like what is to come. I think that they're gonna have somebody or some dude that's gonna be very entertaining to watch play 2K or watch play Madden or something like that, And
how though?
Because I just think that that's what it is now. People enjoy watching them dudes play.
I'm using context clues as we going. Ninja is a human being who plays video games?
Ninja is a human
I
being
thought
that plays
Ninja was
Fortnite.
a character on the game.
No, he's a human being that people watch. Like it's not about him on YouTube. It's about him on Twitch. So let me just tell you this: people watch him on Twitch like as he's live streaming, and they just give him money. Like they literally like he'll put the stream on YouTube, and then you'll just see people in a corner just giving him $5, giving him $20, giving like just all throughout the game.
Why? Because he's showing them how to play.
Because it's like a tip. It's like tip.
Like I only know of that in the context of Pornhub.
I was just.
Whoa, that man not on
straight face. Look straight face. Straight face.
That boy got one of them pay account, one of them pay Snapchats. Be shaking his ass. On
they be cash apping him.
Boy got a premium Snapchat.
Like Twitch app him. I don't even know how you really
I know how
do
Twitch works. When we was on, what was it? I was in a Madden league with some guys about 2 years ago, and when we got to the Super Bowl, I was playing against a dude, and they was like, broadcast the game on Twitch. And I was like, that was like some new shit for me. Like, oh, y'all want to watch us play the game? Okay. Yeah, but I think if we was on that a while ago, Raj, we would have been doing it when we was playing at college. We'd have been watching every game.
Yeah, I'd have been watching just to see how people play.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. I just think that's the way. That's little kids are killing data caps watching
I know
watching
that.
Ninja on TV.
Yeah, I know that. That's how I know about him. So,
man, so y'all telling me stuff I didn't know. So hey, it is what it is. My number 6 was white people. White people had a big year. White people had a big year. Like you did black women shit last time, so I can do white people. Like fuck, we getting as vague. Look, Raj gonna be like, no, my number 6 was humans. Like
the world,
right? But I meant white people just in the sense of white people was telling on people. Like it was a bunch of telling going on.
Yeah. And
white people was just, they were reasserting their position as being, top dogs to the world, man. We white people, man. We will do whatever we want to do. We will say some racist shit, and the racists think you're a racist, and we still gonna beat you, Andrew Gillum. We will voter suppress the shit out of y'all. Everybody could know what's happening. We could wild out, and we'll still beat you, Stacey Abrams. We will be Ted Cruz and a Tea Party teabagger and be unlikable as shit. We still gonna beat you, Beto. Like white people, white people was just out here winning. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they always doing. And that's kind of how I think about the Patriots. It's just like white people. They're just out here winning. You know what I mean?
Just doing whatever.
Nick Foles, you know what I mean? Nick Foles ain't lost a game in 2018. White people. Just winning. just getting out here getting buckets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like Zion Williamson. I like McClung from Georgetown. White people. Go ahead.
He's stupid. My number 6 was water. I think.
Everybody drunk it or bathed in it.
Been hydrating and washing your ass all year. No, my number 6 is Angela Rye, the little black chick who be lip wrestling and going and check every white person who got something to say kind of crazy on CNN, on TV. I think she had a huge year this year. Just kind of rocking with the culture, especially being a woman of color and standing up, for black people and doing her thing. I think she put a lot of people in their place. On live television, on CNN, which, brings me great joy. So, got Angela Rye number 6.
Mm-hmm.
My number 6 is actually, that's kind of crazy that I'm going with Tracy Morgan on number 5 or wherever he was, number 8, but I'm going with Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
I feel like Tiffany Haddish is like kind of here to stay. You know what I mean? Like I feel like she's like that black woman that's not just gonna be in Tyler Perry movies. Like she's like gonna have some very, very big roles. Even though I think that I think her personality or like her acting style is a little over the top. I still think that people just like her. So great. So that's why she's my number 6.
She got a hell of a Q rating. I do think she plays the same role and everything, but I also think the same thing about Terrence Howard, and he's still here. He's still there.
She actually plays a good role in The Last OG. She's the mother.
Yeah, but she's
The Last OG. She's not loud at all.
No, we watched The Last OG. We was just talking about it with the trace, but I think she's playing the same role, dude.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like she's the same loud, just
She's
the
just
same person.
keeping a cap on it for her boyfriend or her new husband or whatever. But
Yeah, the little white dude. Yeah.
when you see her doing her thing, she be doing her regular.
Extra. Man.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for her to pull a grapefruit out, dog. Like just the last OG, dog.
What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just saying.
Who raised you, man?
I don't know, man. Look, number 5 for me was YMCMB. Y'all both alluded to it earlier. Drake and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I got Drake on my number 5, and I can't guess I'd be disrespectful not to put Wayne in front of Drake.
I mean,
but yeah.
It's Scorpion. He dropped Scorpion. Wayne finally came back with the Carter. Like those two things were big,
Super
but
fire,
more than both of those two things, Drake had beef going on this year that he was able to. He didn't win the beef and annihilate anybody this year, so that kind of brought him down a notch. But Kiki, Do You Love Me, dog?
Yeah.
That was the viral sensation of 2018. And that's Drake. And it's Drake. Drake had the viral sensation of 2018.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Smile bitch is pretty big.
And when I was ranking them, right? I said that and I purposefully said that Lil Duval had a top 3, maybe number 2, number 3 song of the year.
Yeah.
Kiki, Do You Love Me is number 1. Like I was home for Christmas, and my little cousin Addie, she like 3-4 years old. She's sitting there and we doing karaoke. She wanted the mic. She know the whole hook. Kiki, Do You Love Me? Oh, you're riding and doing a little dancing and stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Them big old facts.
Yeah. So anyway, YMCMB number 5.
My number 5, Drake. I guess I throw the whole YMCMB in there. Well, YM, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they divorced CMB, and we're not gonna speak that baby stuff over here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, YM, we're gonna rock like that for number 5, just for what they did and what they got going on. You know, two biggest people drop, and they still moving as a solid machine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, YM, Young Money.
Who you got at 5, Raj?
I wish I could just talk to y'all with the Drake thing. Like I wish that I was with the Drake thing. I already said him, but my number 5.
You can still say something.
You can still talk about it. Right?
But you said Drake, then you took him off and said I want Tracy Morgan.
It's all good. It's all good. I took Drake. I had to have Drake on my list, and I wanted to give some respect to Tracy Morgan.
You was honorably
always give respect to Drake.
You was honorably mentioning him.
Yeah, something like that. My number 5 is Post Malone.
Okay.
To me, Post Malone still to this day has the top album of 2018, and I think that everything that
at all.
Cool, I like it, and I like it a lot. I just that's why I think if you put out the top album of the year, in my opinion, you deserve to be on my list.
Absolutely. Okay. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I think that's a if I listened to it and I felt as strongly about it. And in retrospect, I told you my favorite album of the year, and we're not talking about that, but my favorite album of the year was Ray Sherman. That was my favorite album.
You was real big, and I never really listened to it either.
That was my favorite album of the year. So it's not that, but I don't even have them in my top 10. But that was my favorite album of the year, though. So maybe you're right, Raj. Maybe I should have thought about a little bit of that thing. My number 4, and let's just, I'm going to assume once we get in our top 4s, might have some of the same ones.
Nope.
Number 4 definitely is, you pick which one you want. I like the duo. I got to keep these two together. It's Michael P. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. Black Panther.
That's a good one.
We could talk about Creed. Yeah. We could talk about Creed. Creed was a good movie. Black Panther. Ryan Coogler did Black Panther, and Black Panther was the seminal moment for black culture in 2018. He was the director.
Got the number 2.
And Michael B. Jordan.
My number 4 was Ryan Coogler as well. I think
he stole the show. Really?
Yeah. My number 4 was Ryan Coogler.
He stole the show. I think Michael B. Jordan stole the show in the show. Like people gonna say Chadwick Boseman. For me, it was Michael B. Jordan. That's all.
Yeah, we can go ahead and burn all that shit.
Hey, Killmonger was the dude. Killmonger was that dude. Hey, Auntie. Killmonger was the dude.
Yeah, he was. He came through. My number 4, Charlemagne the God.
Okay.
Charlemagne, all this, he writing books and all that, New York bestsellers and all those things. He started moving
He
up.
got ghostwriters.
And,
I'm messing with you. Go
whatever.
ahead. Go ahead.
Whatever his name on there.
Right? He the one doing the book tour, huh?
That's all that matters at the end of the day. And then I think all this talk about mental health and stuff, he kind of kicked that off, and now it's a big thing. Got people, in our world, I guess, sort of say that, kind of talking about, things they deal with on a daily basis as far as mental health and, going to therapy and all those type of things. So yeah,
I like that one. I like the whole Breakfast Club. DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and Charlemagne Ye. I like all them boys.
Charlemagne Ye.
The goal.
What is wrong?
The goal.
Charlemagne Ye. Man, y'all got some names on there. DJ Yee, Angela, oh my bad.
DJ Yee,
Charlemagne. Damn, y'all got some names on that.
Y'all got some names in
there. Number three for me was Kanye West. I told you he was a lot higher. Number 3 was Kanye West. A lot of what I did as far as ranking people, what I went back and did? I looked at what was on our podcast covers this year. And I feel like if you made a lot of podcast covers, we was talking about you all year. You gave us material for 2018. Yeah. So I feel like you was important. Kanye West had like 5 covers this year. And he had an album. We if you loved it or not, that's fine. But he had a nice little 1, 2, 3 that month where he put out his album. He put out the who was it? Kid Cudi. He put out the Pusha T. Then there was another joint collaboration going on there. He had a whole month. The Drake beef, the White House visits, the MAGA hat. I just feel like
he's more celebrated because of his shenanigans more than his work.
Absolutely though. But I will if you listen to our old list, there's always gonna be some shenanigans involved. Orlando Brown was on Roger's first list. Don't let Rog ever lie to you about how serious his list was. Harambe was on his first list. Don't let Rog tell y'all no crazy shit about it. So Kanye West's foolishness got him in my top 3. Right?
Okay. My 3 is LeBron James, man. He built a school.
It's my number 2.
He built a school. What's we gonna talk about? Built a school, got little short films and stuff coming out. His son is Bernie. Great father. He's part of the black male faithful community, which we all know black men don't cheat. So yeah, LeBron James, number 3.
Rog, you got LeBron in your top 3?
I got LeBron as my number 1.
Okay. We can have a great LeBron debate right now because he's my number 2. I Promise School, the finals, getting to the finals 8 years ago. I'm just gonna add The Shop. The Shop is must-see TV every time Bron's on it.
I think Lowe's kind of summed it all up in with the shows. Like that man just got shows now. Like you know what I'm thinking to myself?
TV.
Like Kobe didn't do this. You know what I mean? Like Kobe didn't. Kobe don't have this impact on the world. Jordan kind of does with shoes and in merchandise, but just as far as like spewing out into the world that I'm a good person, like leading by example, like LeBron James is I think LeBron James is the person that I'm gonna tell my grandchildren about. Like I'm gonna be like, man, LeBron James is like that's the dude. Like like that dude is gonna go down. He's gonna win a like numerous lifetime achievement awards. Like I think that it's just starting. Yeah, he might win the Nobel Peace Prize. He might have already won that. I don't even know. I mean, he built a school as a basketball player. He might have won that shit. Why wouldn't he win a Nobel Peace Prize and you built a school?
I think we would have known because it would have been on Bleacher Report.
We definitely would have found that out, right?
Whoever won the Nobel Peace Prize this year shouldn't have won. LeBron should have won.
Yeah. Well, they said Serge Ibaka won that thing about 5 years in a row. The Peace Prize.
You stupid boy.
Pause.
Pause. Big pauses.
Big pause.
Man.
Big pause. Big surge size pause. Big Sean pause, right, Rod? No, I mean LeBron James just saying all of that, and honestly, dog, nobody has that impact that Bron has. Bron is that guy. It's like people almost waiting for him to mess up, and it's like in a year that he didn't win the finals and all the rest of that, in a year that Kevin Durant's like taking every opportunity to hate on that man that he can, other people like cutting this LeBron, cutting that's Bron, cutting.
That's all you can say about it, and his son dope too. You know what I mean? That's what makes it so crazy. Like, dog, come on, stop it. Like, I think KD mad because he won't never had a sauce like that.
I've learned. He know it. I learned that in my years on this earth that if somebody is not gonna be as on as you, like if they in anywhere around the same lane as you, but feel like your star is brighter, they're gonna find a reason to feel like that you doing something wrong, or they hating you, or they talking down because they always want to be in your spot. You know what I mean?
Somewhere.
Like, I would like to think that that's something that I don't suffer with. I would like to think that I look at the next person who like doing their thing and be like, how could I be more like that? As opposed to feeling like thinking of ways to kind of try to bring them back down to earth. But some people be like that.
Like if I was to say, damn man, Al got him. I'm gonna get the same ones. Like that.
you can't do what I do, man. You can't do what I do, man. You can't do what I do.
Yeah.
But you can sit back from a distance and say, Al, goddamn, I should get something like him.
I should do like Al. Matter of fact, let me do just like Al.
If he got the black ones, let me get the red ones. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. So y'all ain't shit.
Oh, man,
what's your number three, right?
Is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. I want to just thank. Okay. I just want to thank Lil Wayne. I'm not that big of a Lil Wayne fan no more, but Lil Wayne definitely got me through my trips back home from school. You know, back when I was in school, I was listening to the mixtape Wheezy, and I always had content.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then for for whatever reason, that man just stopped putting stuff out, and I didn't have no more Wheezy to listen to. Well, that man gave me some more Weezy to listen to this year, so I appreciate that. So, for nostalgic reasons, I'm going with Lil Wayne at number 3.
Okay. Roger, you got that Los, number 2.
I got Black Panther, remember?
You just put the whole movement.
Yeah, well, I really was talking about the guys who made
it. I didn't mean to clown that time. I was... Yeah, so I just meant Chadwick Boseman or
I just couldn't. I was just thinking about just thinking about everybody. I just put this together. So I just put Black Panther. Those guys came through big, man, and they continue to go on and do that. Like I said, Michael B. Panther and old buddy. What's his name again?
Chadwick Boseman. Ryan.
His name is Michael B. Panther.
Yeah, that Ryan. Yeah. They shining, bro. They got their shine on.
Michael B. Panther.
What is it?
Michael B. Panther.
Michael B. Panther. There's something wrong with
his name is Panther. Panther Bullet.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you want to say, but I'm rocking with them two dudes. They got their shine on 2018.
But you know, Joe Budden name right off the top of your head, but you don't know who Ryan Coogler is.
You ain't wrong when you're right.
Right. What's number 2 for you, Raj? Who's your number 2?
I got a long list of number 2, bro.
Okay.
I got a long list. I had to do something out the box, man. Y'all boys hit me with water. I don't know. You didn't really say that, but just somebody. I just had to go outside the box. It's really not out the box, but just hear me out. My number 2 is Lil Yachty, Trippie Redd, Lil Pump, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Xan, YBN Namir, Playboy Cardi, Tekashi 6ix9ine, Young Boy Never Broke Again, Rich the Kid, Smoke Perp, Famous Dex, and even Bad Bobby. That's right.
Is that the freshman class?
Catch Me Outside.
Is that the freshman class or something?
No, that's just who I see on the top charts on Apple Music. Like but I don't know none. Like I see these CDs and I'm like, all right, let me check out the top albums. Maybe something came out that I want to listen to, and it's one of these dudes or females, and I'm like, I don't even. You know what? Let me throw another one in there. City Girls. Like who are these people, and like, why is their music at the forefront of my top chart? Like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know these guys.
So maybe Bootsy is on to something when he try to sign these type of little people.
Why not?
Yeah.
I just feel like all you need these days, and it's actually kind of tight. Like, to be honest with you, like, now that I'm sitting, I'm thinking about it. All you need is a personality. You just need to have your hair dyed a color that nobody else got it dyed, or like your teeth a color somebody else don't have in their teeth. Like, you just need to have something different, and then you got a hot album.
I know a bunch of dope fiends with teeth a different color than everybody.
They broke his hair.
Uncle Sean.
Uncle Sean. Oh,
Uncle Sean got different colored teeth, and you know that Gap know what time it is.
That Gap.
Yeah, stupid.
yeah.
yeah. Sorry for what I make.
Who was number one for your Los?
Saints, man.
Hey,
Who That Nation.
Who that?
Who That Nation number one, and I got a 1A and a 1B. So Saints, and then I'm gonna go Best Friend Weekend Crew, bro. That's my number one.
Oh.
Saints and the Best Friend Weekend Crew, man. Shout out.
I don't know if you can put yourself in that, but okay. I'm with
It's
it.
the crew. It's not just me.
I'm with
it's
it.
a team thing.
I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying.
It's a team thing.
I don't know if you can.
It's a team thing.
So none of y'all said Meghan Markle. I got you. No, I mean, Who That Nation. You know, honestly,
I said Meghan Markle was my number one last year.
Yeah, but I don't think that there's a reason why. There's no legit reason why I don't have the Who That Nation on my list. There's no reason why I shouldn't have that.
At least
It's
Cam Jordan should have been on my list. Like, when you said that, I'm just thinking to
Los is
myself,
making
like,
me feel a little small with that.
bro, like,
Y'all
you know, I like to be humble. I like whenever I'm winning and I'm nice and all of that. Like, I like to be kind of humble. I don't like to be a complete asshole.
Mm-hmm.
But Cam Jordan is a complete asshole.
Yeah, we like him though.
I love him.
Cam Jordan.
I love him. I would love being on the side of the person that's sending brooms and wines to people that lose and wine.
The Saints winning this year, and we're not gonna turn this into a big Saints pod because I do want to talk about my number one, which I already said who it is. But the Saints this year has been just it's made 2018, which otherwise has been kind of a year. 2018 really wasn't a lav year, right? It's made 2018 so enjoyable that the one team that we give a shit about in sports, we like sports, and there's really only one outcome that matters to all three of us, and that's Saints winning football games.
Hey, that's it.
And before the season started, me and Los, I remember we sitting down having some drinks right before the season started, and I'm like, dog, we don't need to win the Super Bowl this year, but we need to get to the Super Bowl this year. We are good enough to where the Saints need to be playing in Atlanta. That's my expectation after last year. We nice. This is the defense nice, the offense. After week one, it was like, oh, shit.
Ooh, that was depressing.
And then we won 10 straight, 10.
Yeah.
2.5 months of every day we walking into work like, who that?
With that Saints jacket on. What you mean?
Lose to the team we didn't want to lose to, but bounce back and won like we the number one seed. Man, it's the same shit, man. They're not on my list, but I don't know why. Maybe because I'm cautiously optimistic. Maybe they're going to be number one on my 2019 list when we win the Super Bowl.
Okay. I can rock like that.
I'm saving that space. How about that?
Cool. Who your number one is, Al?
Now, my number one's Big Mill, man.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Since being released on April 24th, I mean, he hit the ground running, rubbing elbows with millionaires and doing this and that. Yeah. And before he even dropped this album, and it's really, really not about the album, before he even dropped Championships, he was in every news cycle doing all of kind of like the right stuff. Like talking about prison reform.
Yeah.
Like, and actually being a person who can speak to it from talking about the justice system and how they do young men when you stay on parole, on probation for all them years. But being relevant in that he's just kind of was in the mix, and with Meek dropping albums and Meek being on social media and Meek doing this and that. I just think, and then eventually kind of culminated coming full circle with, I'm going to make a song with Drake. I think Meek had the biggest year of like, he was kind of like that year when Lil Boosie got out of jail and like the meme was like, I don't know what a Lil Boosie is, but I hear it's free, so I want one. You know, it was like Meek Mill is free, and people who don't even know nothing about the culture knew who Meek Mill was.
Yeah.
And isn't it positive when you had an old lady who was more famous than you, and then at the end of this year, you more famous than her?
That is, I mean, yeah. I don't know if you noticed. But like just today, and it might have been yesterday, but it's very, very recent that Meek Mill actually got named BET Man of the Year, 2018.
No, I did not. I didn't know that. Didn't know that.
Okay, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, like I said, like it was all about Nicki Minaj, and it's like shout out to my boss bitches, wife and niggas. Like the whole concept of how Drake framed that his argument in that rap beef was that you're not as on as your old lady, and I'm gonna annihilate you on that.
Yeah.
And this year, the whole paradigm shifted to where Cardi B took over all of her fame, and Meek Mill became right up there. Maybe he's not on Drake level, obviously.
Nelson Mandela.
But right up there with all of the best of the bestest. Meek took his place on the current Mount Rushmore of hip hop. And
Meek Mandela.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Meek, number one on my list. I mean, there are some other names that I didn't make my list. Virgil Abloh I thought about that a little bit. Kicked that around a little bit. Jay-Z with Beyonce that nobody wins with a family feud. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I kicked around the fact that Rondo got to slap Chris Paul and Rondo actually had a really great year. He started off by cementing that legacy of playoff Rondo, and then he got to be on the Lakers with LeBron, like handpicked. Then he slapped the shit out of Chris Paul. Then he beat the Warriors on Christmas Day. So full circle in 2018, Rondo had a big year.
Rondo shine on.
Eric Reed, Cap with the Nike campaign. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I won't get.
So I mean, that was just some other people that I had that could have been in and around the list, but I don't have no nothing nice to say this week or nothing. I just wanted to do the list, man. That's all I got for y'all, man.
No, that's all I got for y'all as well.
Bro.
It's the holiday season, man. We want to go sit around and do holiday-esque things.
Exactly.
I do have something. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Los.
What's up?
Was there any corn pudding at
we
Christmas?
was asking that shit. About 2 people asked me that over Christmas. What the hell is corn pudding?
We ain't had no corn pudding this for Christmas. We did
Does it come in like individual cups?
Stuff. No, it's
like regular pudding.
It's like a dish. It's like a casserole.
Did it come on a cob?
Corn casserole.
Like, do they make it in like chocolate and tapioca and stuff like that?
You stupid.
Is it on a cob though, man? Like, do y'all put it in with y'all crawfish up there? Like, y'all got some potato and some sausage and some corn pudding.
No.
Is it white at least?
Yeah, it's white.
It's not corn michoux. It's not corn michoux.
Nah.
It's like a corn casserole.
Yeah, bro. I don't even know how to describe it.
But it's fluffy.
Yeah, it's fluffy.
And so they're putting like...
And it's white.
It's white and yellow. Got corn in there.
And pudding. Is it sweet?
Pudding. No, it's not sweet.
It's like gravy.
No, it's not gravy. It's like
corn pudding and biscuits.
You know how you take, I guess, you bake it in the oven like you do stuffing or whatever, and then rice dressing.
I didn't know what the fucking stuffing was. Go ahead.
Right? Yeah, I'm like stuffing. What is that?
I'm trying to see how it go. No, it's just corn. I can't describe breast corn pudding, man. I don't know.
Well, guess what I had for Christmas? Turkey roll.
Did you really?
You fucking right. I had a turkey roll.
Of course, you had a turkey roll.
And you know what? You know what I made for Christmas? Shout out! My aunt told me.
That's what I want to know. What you made for Christmas?
I made a Meleton casserole.
I did see that you made Meleton.
Huh? Was it good?
Yeah, gas. My Aunt Claire told me the recipe. I can't tell y'all too much of the recipe, but they call them chayote pears. Like if you go to the store in Houston. But in Louisiana, they call them Meleton, spelled Mirileton. A Merlenton casserole.
Miralax.
Yeah, that thing.
I ain't never had that before.
Everybody was like, your Meleton was a little too big in there, but other than that, like, dog. The taste, the flavor, dog. So, I got me a little... I rip wrists, break wrists. So, you know. What was I doing?
Los,
Shout out to Brittany for that.
Did you make anything, Los?
Yeah, I did. Did ribs and fish.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I've never had ribs and fish for Christmas.
Shut up, Rog. That's because we eat the same, because Southwest Louisiana people, we eat the same stuff for everything. That's why.
Yeah, rice dressing.
We didn't.
is
This
the
year we
base.
didn't. I
Rice dressing.
used to
That's
fry the
it.
turkey. I usually fry the turkey.
That's a Christmas type meal, frying some turkey or something. Or
I
some
want
ham.
loaves. I want you next year for whatever holiday y'all get together and eat. I don't know if y'all get together for like Easter or something like that. I don't want it to be too long. I don't want you to wait until Christmas. I want you to really, really look into buying, like to having somebody prepare a turkey roll for you. I really want that for you.
You just want him to taste it?
I want him to have a sliver.
Look, check it out. It's looking like Easter 2019 is probably going to be in Houston with my people. So if you're around, some turkey roll probably going to be around.
Give me a turkey roll.
I gotta tell you what I made. It's very weird. It's a
made,
recipe I found. But I made sweet potato au gratin.
I could see, when you said it, I could see it.
But it was like salty sweet potatoes. It wasn't sweet potato. It wasn't with like pecans and brown sugar and all that.
I can see how au gratin potatoes look. So I would think that it would be sweet potatoes instead of those
exactly.
potatoes.
Exactly.
It'd be like a salty and sweet type thing.
It was. It had an interesting taste. Like I got rave reviews for it. It was interesting though. Looking at it coming out of the oven, it wasn't how I wanted it to look. But once it settled, it looked good and it tasted good too. So that's what I did.
It's like this is one of those things that we don't do as well. We probably should try these dishes before we make them the day before the holiday.
Try them out.
I just was
definitely found the recipe in the grocery store the night before.
You say what?
I found the recipe the night before in the grocery store. There was no planning involved.
Well, you went to Super One or Buy Low?
No, we actually went to Albertsons. Albertsons was the only thing that was open late.
Oh, y'all.
I got a Super One out there?
We do, but it wasn't open late.
Yeah, I went early. I went to Super One, but I went early.
We went to church at 6. So after church, we went to the grocery store, and Super One was the only. Albertsons was the only thing open.
What was your favorite song from church?
Sing it. You gotta sing it though.
Fall on your knees, or hear the angel voices at night. Yeah. Divine.
Oh, night when Christ was born.
Oh, night. That was 100% without question my favorite song.
Shout out, man. This podcast brought to you by Big Aldo Senior.
Aldo NICE Senior.
Yeah, right? I told you mine this year. I'd be saying, Emmanuel. That's in there, boy. I like that. Emmanuel. I like that thing, man. Hey, but come on, Raj. I know it's an Easter song, but you can sing it for Christmas. He lives. Hit that He Lives for me, Raj.
He lives. He lives. He lives.
He lives, boy. He lives.
That's not Easter, man. That's everything. They sing that on regular Sunday, man.
Well, on the third Sunday of ordinary time. Hey, Raj, you gotta, if you didn't listen to, you gotta listen to our podcast last week. It was me and Los was going back and forth about Catholic and Baptist stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy you wasn't on it because we'd have been double teaming them talking Catholic stuff. But yeah,
I actually just found out that Cardi B was Catholic, so that just further strengthens our Catholicism.
Okay.
I also.
That's why she waited to get married to have a baby.
I wasn't with y'all boys. I'm apologize for y'all boys. I saw y'all got some backlash for that talk too. So, I apologize on behalf of them boys to whoever had the backlash.
Because people went to church with John Gray and is a little upset that we talked about their pastor, and people get protective about their pastor. I mean, shit. If I'm giving somebody $20,000 a year out of my pocket for them to go buy a Lamborghini, I'm gonna be protective of them too.
If I
get them more money than I give to my children school clothes, I feel protective of them too.
We're pretty protective of our pastor too.
I mean, we are. We are.
Definitely.
Side note, my senior.
Put that man a virgin.
No, my pastor is Pastor Los.
Welcome back. Thank you for everything.
I'll fight over Pastor Los, man.
Pastor Los, tell them what they need to do for the new year, Pastor Los.
This year, 2019, we're going to leave everything in 18 because we're going to press forward and through. Amen. I need a Lambo. Let's pass this plate around 4 times.
And don't forget my corn pudding.
My corn.
Because we taking that too into 2019.
And bring me a turkey roll while you at.
Yeah, and for 2019, when we make that turkey roll, you feel free to bring some corn pudding. Nobody's gonna eat it, but feel free.
Corn pudding.
Is it like whipped?
Yeah.
Okay.
Corn pudding. I can't. It's
All right,
good.
I'm over y'all, man. Look, welcome. Countdown to 2019. Drink something, smoke something, have some real fun for New Year's Eve. Do have a lot of fun, but be careful. Best Friend Weekend got crazy, insane things in store for you in 2019. We're gonna get our stuff even the roll even more. Man, we appreciate everything. I want to read one list, one of our favorite lists that we got. Somebody sent us a list talking about, look, this is my top 10 of 2018, and I just want to make sure I drop that on air. Shout out, this podcast brought to you by the boy Brody. And the Brody, aka at Brody.Fusilier, Fusilier. Follow that boy on Instagram. His top 10 of 2018 was number 10, Issa Rae. Number 9, LeBron James. Number 8, Chadwick Boseman. Number 7, Toby Nguyen. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but I know that's that dude who rapped in Houston. Shout out. This dude not even from Houston. I like the fact that you know that. Number 6, Michael B. Jordan. Number 5 was Tiffany Haddish. And he said in number 1 through 4, no particular order, Best Friend Weekend podcast crew. Shout out.
Hey.
Man.
Shout
One
out.
time, bro.
Shout
Well,
out.
I mean, him and Los got something in common.
Does he mean Rumble or the uncle, though? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. He's the best friend weekend.
We'll let them boys fight it out, man. So look, we'll holler at y'all next year. You know what I mean? Holler back.
Shout out. Holla.
I'm one of them people, huh?
Don't do that. Don't do that.